Old Bob's garage. Got old Bob's key. It's got a padlock. Oh no, it opens on its own. Ta-da! Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Derail Valley. So, this week we begin our exciting and not very profitable journey up around the north of the map to do various things. I guess we'll hop off this building corner and get going. First step is release myself from the rest of this train. Like so. Okay. Now, hop on board. Things in the correct thing. We've got steam for days, fire forever. And away we go. Okay. Now we can move pretty quick because there's no weight on this thing. Probably get rid of some of the steam. No. Turn off. So, where we're heading first is the food factory in town. Which means we need to kind of work our way up here, go past where we were at the goods factory. Basically keep hanging left at all these turns and we'll get to where we're going. So that should be easy enough. Yeah, wow, this thing really struggles with the not having any load on it. What's the speed limit up here? 70 through this corner. I'll ignore the fact that we were bumping over the dirt. Well, we can up the sauce a little bit. Yeah, 70 downhill grade. Currently doing 50. We'll let ourselves coast. So we should be able to do kind of a high-speed run, which will be kind of exciting. We don't really do that often. It might end in doom for us because the issue with high-speed runs is you're going quite fast. You don't have a ton of time to react, and you're kind of riding on the edge of what will send you careening over a cliff. But pretty good. So this next bit is 80. 70 again. So actually I don't want to go 80. Water's getting low. Doesn't really matter, but you know, technically speaking, if it runs out of water, the boiler could melt. That's probably something they're adding. I hope that's something they're adding in the new patch, is some more danger associated with locomotive operation. Because that, I think, gives a lot of tin. Let's open the taps and see what it should do. Yeah, that kind of kills some of the drama of doing this when you kind of, you know, nothing can actually end in catastrophe. Because locomotives in real life are pretty well known for not being safe things. I mean, in the modern day, sure, but steam locomotives, they could do all kinds of nasty things to you. There were fire and hot gases just kind of hanging out in a highly pressurized environment made of iron. So, you know, there's a lot that could go wrong in that. And back down to 70. I shouldn't just fully opened the tap. I do love being able to lean out the side, see the rods going down there. Hear everything sort of sliding and clicking away. We're coming up fairly soon on the corner. It'll probably still be set to take us up to, I think it's the goods factory up there. So we don't want to take it, is the solution. Hello, water. I don't fully know what they mean. They say in the update they're going to add more realistic water physics. I think reflections is one thing, and that's fine. But, you know, they were like flowing water, which is cool. I don't really think there's much use in that, and it's a bit of a wasted processing power. Are we... Right, 60 at the split. We're going about 60, but I should have my radio out. Hang on to the side of the boiler here, and yep, there we go. Now it looks like it's 10 through this point. Wait till we get up to it. Well, yes, it's 10 immediately, and then 6 right in front of it, so not really. No point in hitting the throttle just for the half a second you'll have. Now... Right, so this is another junction. Which way is it set currently? Okay, it's also set left. Perfect. That's what we want to do. Fire's still on. Water's still water. Speed is still under 60. And when there's not a train on the back of this thing, there's not much you need to do with it. Now, where are we in the world map? Yeah, so that's the oil well. So we kind of wind our way up along the river now before cutting left. And I think there's going to be some uphills showing up. Put some more coal on just to keep the fire burning. Speed limit. Still 60 uphill grade. We could give it some steam. Put some more water in it. Can hear the safety valves sort of hissing every so often. Okay. Yep, speed is ever so slightly ticking up. I can't remember... I've done this route before, but it's been a while. I don't remember what exactly... If there are any, like, dramatic stop or slowdowns that show up. Because there are some of those where you're going 60 and suddenly it's like, oh, you need to be going 20 or 30. If you don't, you're careening off an edge, so get with it. It looks like this is all fine. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Watch the wheels moving. See the smoke sort of clipping through and around the chimney. Blow off some steam for a second. Again, there's not much point because the safety valves do it. I mean, in theory, you could have the safety valves only do so much, and if you have way too much steam, you explode. It may do that, but I have no idea. That would at least add some gameplay. Okay, so it looked like the flag was pointing left again, which is what I want. So we should just be able to keep it cruising. This is one of those dramatic ones. Oh boy. Luckily, it's much easier to stop when you... Whoops! Okay, stay on the train, please. Preferably in it. Yes, train. Yeah, that's one of those dramatic ones where you have to, slow your roll. Actually. Slow myself a bit, because I think it's 40. It's now 50. We must be going downhill again. I don't think any of us are off the track, so that's good. Yeah, and I guess a train brake will do something, because it'll break with the caboose. Wonder what that said. I'm just going to keep the brake on and assume 30, because I feel like I've made this mistake before and died. Okay. In fact, yeah, I feel like it was... I rounded this corner and went off right at the end of this bridge. It must be because this is technically downhill. It feels like we should still be going up, but we aren't. It's very disorienting. Yeah, -1 grade. It's 50 now, though, so that's good. Though we're probably going to hit that, so... Okay, and 30 into a split. That's station map. I want world map. Okay. So this is food factory in town. Hopefully everything's set up for me to just kind of cruise through it. If I just stay on this, but we do want to stop here briefly. It's a little... It's kind of weird going this slow. It feels like incorrect. Okay. So around this corner... Oh. Hello. Tender? Put a little bit of brake on. A lot of bit of brake on. Okay. Where are we? Well, we're going into a line of cars, so I should stop. Okay. I'll let off a bit of steam. Right. Is there a way through this? Nope. It's all things. Okay. Well, we'll have to do some, rearranging. I guess I could see if there's a job that's going where I want to go. That may not be a bad idea. There are a lot of them. Well, first steps first, though. Can I get up here? Yes. Get up here? Yes. And up here. Target sighted. Okay. So in this shop, it's right there. It's a key. I thought I could pick these up. Oh no, you point at things and buy them. I remember. Okay. Quick guide. Old Bob's garage key. 5 whatevers. Where's my inner wallet? And buy. Okay. I don't need the receipt, but this key will be handy. So now station office was over here. Steam engine. I'll deal with it later. It'll probably reset because I bet it won't let me take a job until I pay my fees. Okay. So now I want to be going to the machine factory in town. That's coming from the... No. From the machine factory to the oil well to farm. Okay. Yeah, so there's nothing going to. Well, that's perfectly a-okay. Because there's nothing going to anyway. So, let's figure out, can I loop around? Yeah. If I loop around this way, I can get past all this. And it should just take me, yeah, it'll take me out the other end. So, if we kind of reverse her up, we have no more steam. I don't want to dump water. But we have plenty of water. Should start making steam again soon. Put some more fire in the fire hole. Nope, I'm releasing it all. There we go. Oh, complex stuff, this trains thing. Okay. So we'll roll backwards until we're at that or past that switch. And once we're past that switch, we should be clear on through. We can take whatever route has been predetermined by God for me. I maybe should have checked and made sure that all the my trailing bits were actually still on the track, but I probably would have noticed by this point. Okay. Radio. And away we go. A little bit of wheel slippage. Well, that's fine because we got nothing but time. Yeah, so we should now pass all of these on this sort of siding area. I could have gotten something that was heading beyond, I suppose. Though I'm not 100%... Part of this is I'm not 100% sure if the thing I'm going to acquire has the ability to connect to cars. I hope it does, because that would actually be really handy. But it may just kind of travel on its own. Which is also fine. I'll just abandon this somewhere and take it for a spin. Okay. All the various valves are looking good and valvey. Yeah, so we'll merge back onto the main and then should be good to go. There's probably another steam engine. Oh, maybe, maybe not. They don't actually have a roundhouse here, it's just those two little tracks. Okay. 70 with a pretty steep grade. Well, let's give it some juice and see what she does. The answer is about 40. Okay, we're at full throttle. Now, the sort of gear knob does dictate some level of speed. I could theoretically roll it back and it may get me more, though I feel like going uphill, you want to be in lowest gear, and that's what we're currently in. Okay, 60 up ahead. This may just be the power this thing has to put out. Why does that... I still don't 100% know what that dinging is. Because it never quite seems to coincide with any particular... Like, I'm not out of water. My temperature is low, but it's not like it didn't just pass a, you know, specific number low. It's not like I'm going too fast for the speed limit here, so I'm not sure what that means. And it may just be that it's something that's not quite built yet. You know, it's there and it's triggered by something, but that something is kind of nondescript. And it doesn't really matter at this point. Okay. Well, we're almost doing 50. And I think the grade just got steeper, so I think we're good. I could give it some more rocks. Give me rocks. We don't need a lot of heat, but it just kind of keeps the thing burning. Oh, crud. Where am I and what? I need to be going right. Okay. Whatever this turn is, and it's a 50, but that's fine. Okay. Going right. 50 speeds. That's what we're doing currently. The grade is less, so we may pick up some speed. Oh, in fact. Yeah, we're now at 50. Ooh, boy. Hope you weren't on this bridge, because you're not going to be for long. Though honestly, they're wide enough you could stand on the edge and the train wouldn't bother you. At least in this game where the train doesn't really bother people. Okay, that was 80. I'm not 100% sure we'll ever hit that. At least while going up. At least it's making nice chugging sounds. Ooh, a little dramatic pass. Okay, 70 and flat. Very high bridge into a tunnel. We can probably roll this back a bit. Though no, we'll keep it up. At least until we hit 60. Or the speed limit drops. Okay. Slightly downhill. Little bit of brake. Now where I want to get... Okay, so I have to go through the iron ore mine anyway. So where I want to be now is this little nubbins. If you see it here. So, yeah, we need to... Oh, we're in a tunnel now. That's dramatic. So we'll need to go through the iron mine, get to the other thing. This is probably going to go longer than the other ones, episode-wise, but frankly, I'm at the amount of episodes I need to record today, and I don't think there's all that much drama in going on much further, so I think this is just going to be a long one. Ooh, lovely sweeping vista. We're traveling along at slightly higher than the approved speed limit. In fact, give it a little bit of brake power. Because I think we're also still technically going downhill. Yeah. It will be cool having sort of day and night cycle and all that stuff. Just to see some variety and, you know. It's kind of fun watching the scenery pass by as you go around. Having that be more dynamic, I think, will really improve things. Okay, 70. We are out of water. So that dingle may have been because we just ran out of water. So it may just be that it's not one thing that makes that noise, it's a whole host of things that... And that's just kind of the generic, hey, pay attention to me noise that the train makes. Okay, 80 down to 60. We're doing 60. So maybe we just leave it there. So the speed limit's going down again to 40. So let's do that. Bring it down. Always exciting. Pulling levers and watching dials move. But at this point, we're so close, it would be a real pain in the tuchus to... Well, it really wouldn't. I'd just abandon the train here, crashed on the side of the road, and teleport the rest of the way. Which probably would actually be quicker, but it's not nearly as dramatic. I mean, look at all this. This is a great view. Or that was a 5, I think, or a 3. I'm going to choose to believe it was a 5, though. Give it a little more oomph. And I need to put more coal in it, but I saw another sign here. Okay, 6, but dropping. Down to 4 again. Well, let's open that up. Dump just a bit in it. Okay. 40. Achieved. Probably for this corner, and then it was speeding back up. Yeah, see, this is a lot more... I mean, I guess the diesels... The benefit in the diesel is there's less to do, but it still has the power. But this just kind of... There's so much going on, I'm constantly having to remember things. From a game loop perspective, I think this gives a more enjoyable experience. You're kind of engaged the whole time you're traveling. And not just in, you know, engaged in more ways than just throttle up, throttle down, put some brake on. And the whistle just sounds awesome. Can't beat a good old steam whistle. Temperature's good. Water's water. Looked like there was light in that tunnel. Better not be another train coming. That would be another great thing. It would be really fun to add, but I don't think the game would really work. You'd have to redo the map to have like passing tracks and signals and all that. And then you'd have to be able to run the signals. It would be cool, but it would be a lot of effort that I think goes beyond the scope of the game to have multiple trains running at once. Now, what I do think would be cool if they could figure it out would be multiplayer. Good horn. Yeah, multiplayer. And I do think there's a mod that already is intended to provide multiplayer. I've not really explored it because I don't know anyone else with this game. But I think it could be a cool way, if that were made vanilla and actually works, that would be a really cool way to have population of, like, having other trains on the track and having to be mindful of them without having all the overhead of having those trains be AI. It would be cool if they could be AI and kind of you had to monitor signals and kind of be prepared for other stuff. But I don't know. A lot of this game is just like, yeah, you're just doing wild train stuff. You're on this island, I guess. You wouldn't have, like, manual switches everywhere. They wouldn't make sense. I don't know. I don't think it... As fun as it would be, I just don't think it would really work. Switch coming up. If I'm right, I think it's a long tunnel like this that leads into the iron mine. So we'll have to see. Hopefully, by default, we're routed straight through. And it looks like we may be. Let's see, left and then right. Yeah, and it doesn't look like there's anything on our track. So that's good. Hello, iron ore mine. I seem to remember last time I passed you, things got real laggy. There's a steam train. Pretty cool. Bunch of backhoes. 40 going through this tunnel. Yeah, we can do that. I don't know if I've ever explained why. I feel like there's not much use for the whistle aside from fun. So I like to kind of role play and, you know, just to make use of it. Every time I go through a tunnel or over a bridge or that sort of stuff, I like to blow it. Because in real life you do that to let anyone who may be on the bridge or in the tunnel know they're about to become pancakes. So, it adds a little bit of realism. And it's much easier to remember than trying to remember the roads. Now I think... Okay. So I want to hang a left and then a right. And I need a little bit of brake. Because I think this is a 40. Okay. So we're set up for a left. 50 is the speed on this corner. And pretty soon after this, it'll be the right I have to take. So... in fact, it could be right here. And right. Okay. Got plenty of stuff. Got plenty of fire. 40 is the speed limit, so we'll just kind of keep it churning. Put a quick few loads of coal in. Because I don't think there's very much track here before we reach our destination. Though there could be more than I'd anticipate. Okay. Off the throttle. And stop everything because there's stuff happening. Okay, so that's just a... oh, perfect. There is a siding here. I've not gone down it, but that can be fixed easily enough. Okay, roll that back. Throttle the other way. Now, yeah, so we want to just roll past that. Stop ourselves and then do it all again. Ba-bum. Rolly, rolly. Brake off. Throttle up. A little bit of wheel spin, but it'll do us proud. Yeah, so once we're kind of... well, we're off now, but we'll just kind of stop her here. Dump the steam. Out the fire. It'll do it eventually. Maybe. Fire's still burning there, I can see it. Maybe you do it up. It'll go out on its own. Oh, that's a chasm. I feel like that's not quite how it's meant to be designed, but whatever. Now. Old Bob's garage. Got old Bob's key. It's got a padlock. Oh no, it opens on its own. Ta-da! It's a push cart. Or a hand cart. Ah, mighty machine. Yeah, so That's the brake, I suppose. Pretty simple, on and off. Probably. Okay. Now I believe if I just start... Whoa. Okay, maybe the other way. Oh boy. Okay, this thing's a little complex, but it sure moves. Okay. So if I pull that up and then go... Nope. I kind of got it stuck at the bottom. It's interesting because it almost does, you can see on the gear down there. It almost makes sense. No. Hold on. Stop. I say that, it doesn't quite make sense, but... No. I seem to just be able... This seems to be the most consistent, is just to imagine there's another person and just kind of wait for them, imagining they exist. I want it to be closer to the barn. I'm setting up a screenshot here in case you aren't familiar. No. And down. And down. And brake. Maybe an up and a brake. Easy. Yeah. So, that was our mission. We now have a push cart. That means instead of just teleporting around the map, I can make it a fun little journey of push carting. Unfortunately, because I use my mouse, I guess I could use the scroll wheel and do it in a logical way. That may work better for time lapses, but it's just so fun being able to drag things around. So, who knows, maybe I just make very horrible time lapses. But we can use this to get around. It's not better than the teleporting. I can just teleport across the map and it's fine and easy. But this will be more in tune and in theme at the very least. So, unfortunately, presumably at least, when the next thing comes through, I'll just kind of delete all this and start fresh. So, you know, it's probably pointless, but who knows? It may take so long for the next update to finally come out that I decide to do another little burst of Derail Valley exploration. And in that case, this will come in real handy. Actually, I think I want to, just out of curiosity, how does it work with... So I literally just kind of mouse wheel back and forth. Yeah, we'll just kind of end it like this, with me riding off into the sunset. I have no speedometer. I doubt I can tip this thing, because it's a plank of wood. All of the weight is in the wheels. Oh, you kind of have to keep the rhythm, though. That's cool. So, yeah. This will be the end of this little run of Derail Valley. But more of it will come in the future, regardless of if they release an update or not. That just may determine when. But yeah, there's plenty of other stuff to watch, other stuff to look forward to. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Feel free to check out any of that other stuff that I may have done or maybe haven't done. Oh, it doesn't handle those very well. Oh, and I got off rhythm. Oh boy. Oh, right as I was doing the outro. So yeah, Thank you, everybody. Watch all my stuff. Until next week. Come on, you. Bye-bye.